Good morning again, everyone. Tuesday, the 6th of December, and Christmas is getting closer, and the Southern Ocean is very benign. This is amazing. It's good to see. Totally different than 2018, with most of the, even though there's not a lot of intense storms down here, but certainly they're usually centred on average, much further south than usual. So the roaring 40s up along here are looking pretty benign, relatively speaking. So that's always good. Just in the question and answers, I didn't do them on Sunday because I was at home, and the 4G, 5G situation, we tried both phones, it wasn't very strong, so I knew it wouldn't bloody go through. And then I was going to do it yesterday, but we had a big day yesterday, so I didn't get there, but I'm trying to do them today. So if you've got questions and answers, the answers will be up sometime today. Fingers crossed, touch wood. So today everything's pretty much as we predicted yesterday. No big new changes. Certainly Elliot's still a little bit frustrated up the back here with frustrating forecasts and weather, but he did reasonably well the last 4 hours. He's done 6.6 knots, heading generally in the right direction, so that's kind of nice. Ian, I'm not sure, maybe he's following the weather, but he's heading deep south at the moment. And I was just commenting yesterday about great boat, great sailor, all the rest of it, but he seems to, there we go, he's just changed directions. So that's the 10 o'clock position, 10 o'clock local time position just popped up, and he's now got a course heading out towards Hobart at least, which is kind of cool. Because sometimes if you can keep focused on the next mark, and you stretch out the lines, if you're going that way more consistently, then you're going to get there quicker as well. And he's about the right height. You wouldn't want to go too far south because he's going to be over the zone soon. Anyway, the last 4 hours only done 2.9 knots, and that's part of the reason he was going down. Elliot's been doing 7 knots. Wow, he's flying. So that's pretty cool. Maybe he's got a bit of a current there, but we'll have a look in a minute. Guy at the back here, 2.8 knots, which is surprising because he's got a good breeze. Anyway, we spoke to him yesterday. He's on his way to Cape Town. He'll be happy when he gets there sometime late this week. That'll be good when he gets in, and then he'll decide what he's going to do once he gets there. But just wants to get the boat out of the water, scrape the bottom, and get going at this stage. So that's all good. Just a quick run through on the weather here for 24 hours in advance. It's about there. No surprises for Elliot. He'll be happy with that. Ian's going to get a boost. He's happy with that. And Guy, he needs to start heading up very soon anyway, so that'll help him. Big southerly, so that's kind of nice. All three will be happy there. The next day on the 8th, Ian should be down here and still moving. Elliot's he's up higher, so he's going to have a bit of a slant. Not sure where he'll go there. He won't want to go backwards, so he'll keep driving up into this, so it's going to be slow for a bit. Guy, he comes to southeast, so that was a good move for him to come down now, so he'll start sailing across that southeasterly. So generally pretty happy for the next few days anyway. I'll go forward one more day, see what it looks like. Ian will slow down a bit, maybe he'll be over here somewhere. Elliot will be able to come down. He's on that back edge of this little high pressure here, and he'll cut through. So anyway, no big storms, no big dramas. Guy will be happy with this. It's gone back southerly, so he'll get there. Okay, so that's come back to today's weather, and then we'll look at what's going on here. Simon fell off the edge of the world around the no-go zone yesterday, and now 6.5 knots. He's got a good nor'wester. I'm not sure how far south he'll go. Let's have a look at the rum line or the Great Circle route for Hobart to here. Yeah, that's sort of the most direct route to Hobart, so he'd have that on his chart. He'll work it out, and that's probably where he's going now. It's close enough to stick to the rum line within reason. Anyway, he's got 1,800 miles to go, a bit under 2 weeks, so about the 19th, maybe 20th, something like that. He keeps harping that I said he'd be there 21, but that was another 10 days before. Closer he gets, the more likely the ETA will be accurate, and I still think at that rate, no earlier than the 19th. Things will usually hassle around here, and still possibly 2021, because things will get funny when you get the interaction with land here. It does funny things the last day or so. Anyway, let's wait and see what happens, but certainly slowly but surely he's getting closer. Kirsten, let's look at the magic 700 miles and see. She actually did pretty well in the last 24 hours, I know that. So, still, jeepers, she's lost ground by the look of it. I'll put it both on the transom. Transom there and transom there. Yep, 780. So she's slowly losing out to Simon, and Abolish behind here, 250. So that's about the same. He's lost a little bit of ground to Kirsten. And Goog, once I start this 450, he's holding his own. So that's pretty good. And then Jeremy's a bit further back than that. So right now, 6.5 knots for Simon. Last 24 hours, 158 miles. And Kirsten, 170 nautical mile a day. That's pretty cool. And she's doing 8.2 knots now. So she's been moving. She was doing 7.9 before. So for the last 8 hours, she's probably been averaging close to 8 knots for the last 8 hours, which is not bad. She'll be happy with that. Abolish is on a roll, 5.7 knots. He's passed now the area where he had his accident in 2018, and I think that'll make him a happy chappy. He's covering new ground now in the GGR, which is always a nice thing to do. That's why he's there. He's got unfinished business, and good luck to him. Goog is doing really well. He's same hull as Simon, so obviously Goog should be in front of Simon right now. But nonetheless, it's catch rig, and he's enjoying the ride and sailing really well. There's no. I think he's doing pretty well, all things considered. 6.9 knots, 142 nautical mile a day. Weather's good for him at the moment. And Jeremy, I was just going to say he should be slowing down a bit because he's got a light breeze, 5.1. He slowed down in the last 4 hours. But they're all pretty comfortable. They all know where they are and having good fun, obviously. So let's just push this through a day till tomorrow. Here we go. So that high pressure here has moved up, so that'll keep Goog sailing. He's not going to be worried about that. He'll sail through. Jeremy's got this building northwesterly. That'll be 30. It's 30. It's not a storm or anything, but it's going to be gusting. Maybe 40. It'll be 30, not quite 35 forecast, and solid winds and solid sea. The sea will be getting up, but he'll be able to cope with that, touch wood. And there's a bit of a steep transition there, but not too bad. Let's just at this point, and Kirsten will be flying, of course. Same with Abolish. Kirsten's got more breeze there. Let's just have a look at currents just to see what's going on here. Okay, so Goog's no currents, Kirsten's no real currents. Simon just missed out on one there. Abolish the same, and Jeremy's a bit of a hodgepodge here, but it's going to start. You'll go over this little zone there. You might not be able to see that. I'll just push this up a bit. You see, he's just heading into this area here, but at least the current's favourable, so that's okay. But we'll come back here. I've got to decrease it so you can see it all. Waves. We'll just look at waves while we're here. Okay. Jeremy's got some stuff. Good. Oh, that's surprising. Right now, no, that's the next day. Yeah, the sea's going to build up there a bit, and same for Simon as well. But nothing super dramatic. 5 meters. They'll be getting used to that sort of stuff now. They're well and truly established and settled into the Southern Ocean. So, okay, so that's 1 day ahead. 2 days ahead. Boom. Yep, everyone's happy along here. Goog, Abolish, everything's quite dandy, and same with Simon. So that's to the 8th. Let's go through to the 9th. It's all pretty stabilised. Yeah, this is all good sailing breezes here at the moment. This is what you get in the Southern Ocean. So everyone's going to be happy with what's going on. Even Simon. That's through for the next 3 days, and we'll go one more. Even 4 days. There's all good breezes there. This is perfect. There's a bit of a blow here, but again, that's not dangerous at that stage. The way you see that developing, and this will be Kirsten, and Kirsten will be up here somewhere at that stage. So yeah, it all looks fine. So not a lot to talk about today. We'll see you for the questions and answers